So, ma'am, you can go with the sheriff, and
Are you
this
serious?
matter is concluded.
Oh,
You're free to go.
Who's
Have a good
sucking
day.
whose dick around here?
oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Did she just ask the judge who's sucking whose dick here? Yo, I love this. Let's go, judge. Let's go.
Ma'am,
Seriously.
another 30 days for contempt of court.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
60 days. 60 days now. 60 days. How you gonna ask the judge if he sucks dick? 60 days, bitch.
Ms. Couch, you raised some issues concerning the, I think it was the order of January 27th. I want to make sure if that was the time as well for the makeup parenting time. I believe it was, but
It was January 27th through February 9th.
okay, that's what I thought. And
I could have swore the pickup date was the 29th. I apologize.
well, I want to make sure that it's correct so that there's no issue.
But I wasn't home at the time of pickups.
The truth is starting to
And
come
why
out.
is that?
Because he and I don't believe that he needs any more parenting time.
She's lying, man.
You understand that there's an order for parenting time.
And if it was your children, you would be sending them.
Ooh.
Yeah,
She's spicy. She's talking to the judge spicy. And if it was your children, oh my God. Yo, this is comedy.
just asking you a question. You understand that it was parenting, that it was ordered.
Didn't you deny that? Didn't you go on base and deny it after the fact?
Not the other particular orders. I did deny an ex parte order at one point, but there were subsequent orders to that.
You guys did receive the pictures that I submitted to the court as well, correct?
Anything that was filed has been in the file.
I would love you to take that into consideration.
I would know for the court, I received no response to either of these pleadings for today's hearing.
Okay.
Shout out to the guy for getting a lawyer. You know, because I know it's because of money that so many guys represent themselves. Because it's expensive, if we're gonna be honest. And like I said, the guy is not getting his kids, but he's still expected to pay child support even if he's not getting the kids, even if he doesn't get to see his kids. Because he's not going to come to the court and be like, hey, judge, I stopped paying child support because the mom wasn't letting me see my kids. The judge is not going to take that. He may even go to jail because of that. So I'm just saying, like, if guys who can manage to get money to pay for a lawyer, it's better to pay for a lawyer because clearly he's in a good position because of the lawyer. But it's expensive. So I see why some guys, again, may not be able to get a lawyer, even to go to even bother. If a woman says, I'm not going to let you see the kids, some guys just give up and just live their lives as deadbeats.
Okay, the order is dated February 4, 2025. And it provided for makeup parenting time in Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, 2025. It also provided that the plaintiff would have the children with him on January 29th, 2025 at 6:00 p.m. until February 9th, 2025.
I have another question to ask you, sir.
Okay. Let me clarify that because this is the order dated February 4th. Did you provide parenting time on the January 29th?
No, I did not.
Okay. And we had at the last hearing addressed the issue of the CPS involvement. CPS, as Mr. Kelly has stated, has been involved twice before, and they've not had anything substantiated. Is that your understanding?
No, I have the CPS report right here, as well as Carla Titus's number. Now she said that her findings weren't I need to take the kids to therapy, to get the whole picture, from the kids, them talking, them playing, them, interacting with a therapist. And so that way they can go, they can go on record.
So if you guys don't know, she's actually accusing the dad of doing things to his own kids. Let me repeat that. The reason she claims she doesn't want the dad to see his own kids is because she's saying he did things, the things I'm talking about is YouTube, so I'm not going to say them, that he did things to his own kids. Can you imagine such a big allegation? And this is why I say this affects the kids, because she's coaching them to look at the dad as abusive dad, but that stays with them as they grow. Now, guess what kind of picture they see in a man? They're always going to think and believe men are bad. My dad was bad. My dad did things to me, so men are bad. So they're going to have that bad relationship towards men. And the cycle will repeat. The generational cycle will repeat. Because even their kids will have the same mental issues.
And they are in therapy at Summit Point. Now this has just started, but they've already, said some things. That was one of my questions. Do you have the report from Summit Point? They told me that I needed to sign a release so that way they could contact you.
Okay, I'm not aware of any report from Summit Point. It may be in the file, it may not, but you've not introduced that today. And you don't have anyone that could speak to that from Summit Point as a witness in this case, which is what today's date is set for in this particular matter. So that is okay. Mr. Kelly, do you have any final argument in this matter?
As the court's already touched on a little bit, this is our fourth motion to try to get him parenting time. We simply want him to have his parenting time. With the threshold being met, Your Honor, and considering the behaviors, and I think it's going to be ongoing from this couch. We request that the children be turned over to him today, that he have custody and parenting time with the children until the evidentiary hearing occurs. We request mom's parenting time be supervised. We'd also request the assistance of law enforcement to pick the children up. I believe they're probably with her mother, who's likely going to take the same stance as Ms. Couch and refuse to turn them over. Maybe give them the authority with a court order if she fails to do so, that she can be arrested. And in the meantime, Your Honor, we'd request a finding of contempt. Sanctions are doing nothing. You've sanctioned her $1,000, which she's a voice she's never going to pay. Doesn't have any impact on her. At this point in time, we request jail time. 30 days of jail time. Maybe that'll get her attention that she needs to follow your orders. Thank you.
Let's go. And this is why it's important to have a lawyer. I know they're expensive, but guys, if you're going through such a situation, this is why you may have to consider getting a lawyer. They're asking for jail time for the woman and to get the kids away from her. Because I think the reason why the police were not able to get the kids for all the times they called them to help them is because apparently they didn't have a court order. Even if the judge just said there was a court order for the man to get his parenting time back. But looks like the woman was just shutting the door in the police's face and they just left. She gotta go do some jail time, because if the roles were reversed, the guy would be in jail. And he still has to pay child support, and if he doesn't do that, he'll still go to jail. So it's fair. Let her go to jail.
Thank you. Ms. Couch, your closing argument.
I am acting I just want my kids to be safe. That's all.
Crocodile tears. Playing
Okay,
victim.
thank you. Well, the court has heard the testimony in this case. The court will note that, again, that apparently there had been a denial of parenting time, which is not disputed by the defendant. In fact, she acknowledges that she has in fact denied parenting time. And court notes that as a result, she has withheld the children, that she's failed to comply with the order of,
But there's reason, sir.
excuse me?
There's reason,
Okay.
valid reason.
Okay, ma'am, you're done. You don't have time to speak at this point. Okay,
Exactly. You gave your final arguments. The judge asked you, say your last words. You did, so shut up. Let's go.
you've had a chance to testify, you had a chance to do a final argument, so you're done. The court, she failed to comply with the order of June 13, 2024 for parenting time. She failed to comply with the order of December 2nd, 2024 for parenting time. There was an order of November 1, 2024 for makeup parenting time and attorney fees of $500. Again, there was an order for makeup parenting time dated February 4, 2025 for makeup parenting time and attorney fees from the hearing held on January 27, 2025, that all four of those orders she's failed to comply with. The court has reviewed the file. There's been multiple show cause hearings. She has previously been held in contempt of court. She has previously been ordered to make up parenting time as well as pay attorney fees, as I stated, and she's failed to comply with any and all of these prior orders of the court.
Wow.
Her recourse is to file motions, have hearings in the event that there is some issue. The court will note that I am recalling from the last hearing where she had made allegations concerning the plaintiff, and in fact, she acknowledged at that time that there had been 2 CPS involvements and the CPS had not done anything as a result. She acknowledged that she had been in contact with the police, that they had not done anything as a result either. The court will find that she is in fact in contempt of court.
Let's go.
The court will, as the plaintiff stated, he's entitled to 20 days of makeup parenting time. And that shall occur at such time as he acquires the care of the children. The court will note that, again, the prior rulings of this court, that she had done makeup parenting time on 2 occasions, as well as paying the attorney fees, that in fact she has ignored and refused to comply with those particular orders. So, ma'am, unfortunately, you leave me no choice, but the court will sentence you to 30 days in jail.
Let's go.
Calhoun County Sheriff.
Yeah.
Will further remand you to the care of the Calhoun County Sheriff, where you will remain until such time as the children are turned over to the plaintiff.
Let's
and until
go.
such time as you paid the previously ordered attorney fees of $1,000. So, ma'am, you can go with the sheriff, and
Are you
this
serious?
matter is concluded.
Oh.
You're free to go.
Who's
Have a good
sucking
day.
whose dick around here?
Did she just ask the judge who's sucking whose dick here? Yo, I love this. Let's go, judge. Let's go.
Seriously.
Another 30 days for contempt of court.
Oh! 60 days. 60 days now. 60 days. How you gonna ask the judge if he sucks dick? 60 days, bitch.
60 days now.
No, what's
If you
going
keep
on?
going, I can go as long as you want, ma'am.
60 days in jail. Let's go. You gotta respect the judge, man.
If we could have the assistance of the sheriff taking out where the girls are, we suspect they're with their with grandmother, but we're not.
Well, she has been remanded until such time as the girls are turned over. So that she can stay there as long as she wants, I guess, until she has them turned over.
I'll
Ooh.
draft the order in 7 days, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're free to go. Have a
All right, man, guys. I'll link down below. This channel, man, it shows so many of these videos. It's called again, Court Nerds, Your Court Watch Score. I'll link down below the full channel so you guys can go check it out.